Eckstein Middle School on a fall Friday afternoon. Maxford Brown is among the first to get to the gym. He loves his school, loves it when all the kids get together to make some noise. There's something about this kid. People just want to make him happy.
What's your favorite thing about Eckstein Middle School?
They do sports, assemblies, and dress up.
It's because he is earnest and enthusiastic and heart-meltingly sweet.
What's that you got?
It's a script.
It's a script? What's that? What's it about?
I have a mascot for the school.
Maxford has a thing about mascots. He loves them and always has. Mrs. Gdansky figured that out early on.
One of the first things he told me is when I grow up, I want to be a professional mascot. That was like his goal.
So how come there's no mascot?
Because they do, but it's the Eagles, but they don't have a costume yet.
His little brother Zach knows all about the mascot thing too.
So like he wrote like a letter when he was like in 6th grade.
Dear in the USB, my name is Maxford Brown, and in 8th grade at Eckstein. I think we have a team mascot for the Eagles. One reason we should have a team mascot is because it would make the school more fun.
You've put a lot of thought into this, haven't you?
I typed this in 6th grade, then I did like I typed this in 6th grade, 7th grade, now I'm in 8th grade, then I would do it.
Hold it, so for 3 years you've been trying to get a mascot at this?
Yeah.
What?
And nobody was brought back to my logo.
Sitting there waiting for the assembly to start, maybe Maxford was thinking about this being his last year at Eckstein. Or maybe he thought about last year and all the time he spent in the hospital dealing with life's complications.
Awesome. We'll just have kind of 2 of you in front of each section.
When Mrs. Port became the ASB leadership advisor, she heard about Maxford's quest.
I went and ordered the costume, or the uniform, and was in contact with his family and said, we have the money and this has been approved, so we're gonna make this dream happen as last year here. I've got the costume hidden in here. It arrived a couple of weeks ago.
The rest of the kids showed up. The Roosevelt High School cheerleaders were there and everything. And when everybody was seated, there was Max, still sitting in that front row. And that's when something extraordinary happened.
We would like to start the assembly off with acknowledging a fellow student of ours who we have a very special surprise for.
Maxford, can you come on down?
Then here came a couple of bears making a special delivery, a box with a costume, followed by the Mariner Moose himself, holding up an eagle's head. The moose made a lap and then placed it onto Maxford's head. You're looking at the last moment before the kid became a real mascot. There were cheers, and the moose clapped, and Maxford must have been thinking, now what? In the locker room, moments later, Dad helped him get suited up.
This is my dream to be on this mascot for the school. And this my dream forever. That this become my famous now. My famous.
It was time to earn his wings, but Max was nervous, unsure of himself, and his beak kept getting in the way. He was having trouble seeing, and that big sign wasn't helping much. But bravely, he walked out, energized by all the cheering, but blinded by the noise. For a moment, the Eckstein Eagle seemed paralyzed with fear. But his new friend, the moose, taught him how to fly. And right there in the Eckstein Gymnasium, a star was born. Max's mom and dad were watching, and it was a dream come true for them too. When it was time to dance, the kids were getting into it, and the moose and Maxford shaking his tail feathers for all the world to see.
Hey, buddy,
You did good, bud. You did it.
Something extraordinary indeed had happened at Eckstein, something pure. A whole gym full of kids learned about the very best kind of happiness. Somebody else's. That somebody was Maxford Brown, earnest and enthusiastic, heart-meltingly sweet, and oh yeah, the first and the best mascot that Eckstein Middle School will ever have.